Hi, even before you embark on the road to an MBA, you need to be clear whether you really need an MBA, what is an MBA program, and how an MBA can possibly fit into your career and life. Here we are specifically addressing the need to do an MBA in an Indian business school. To answer this question, in a better manner, we will first of all try to understand the employment market situation, and whether you really need an MBA. Then we will look at what is an MBA program and its various types. We will get a slight idea about the best and mediocre business schools in India, and finally, what is needed to do an MBA program in India. There was a time till the 1990s, when a college degree was a sufficient credential to get a good executive job. So if you look at old established corporates in India such as Tata Group, Bennett Coleman, Britannia, DCM, Kirloskar, etc., then most of them are headed by people who did a plain Jane graduation, joined at the lowest levels, learned on the job and got promoted even to the position of CEO. But, in the 1990s, as the economic growth started happening in India and the market got more lucrative and competitive, business executives needed a clear idea of various areas of business such as finance, marketing, accounting, human resources, strategy, systems, and operations management to develop their holistic business sense. More and more people got MBAs, and a simple college degree was no longer enough. Since then, the number of people getting an MBA and number of business schools in the country have increased and have mushroomed to the point that simply having an MBA degree is insufficient to get plum jobs. The quality of the MBA program has become the deciding factor. This craze for more and better degrees has been matched by the recognition that managers now have far more demands placed upon them than in the past. It is no longer enough just to master a super specialized function. In addition to developing strong technical skills, managers were expected to possess a range of soft skills such as the ability to influence people, negotiate effectively, manage interfaces with other departments, negotiate with individuals from all walks of life, manage their own career in the newly complicated job environment, and more. Managers are now expected to have a broad perspective and must know how each part of the company fits with the other parts, how the company competes, and how it should compete. The disappearance of much of middle management means that, even at what were once junior positions in a company, this sort of knowledge is becoming more and more critical. It is all the more important in smaller organizations, startups, and entrepreneurial ventures, which are responsible for more and more employment. This increased complexity has made advanced managerial education much more necessary than it was in the past. Thus, the educational key to managerial success is getting an MBA that both trains you well in your chosen field and is of the highest possible reputation. This does not mean that everyone needs an MBA, but there are a host of people who sensibly view it as a major stepping stone to career success. The MBA is a very flexible degree, which can serve either to broaden your knowledge of business or develop your knowledge of a particular function, such as finance, strategy, marketing, operations, etc. Therefore, it is often viewed as having something for everyone. Whatever personality type you have, MBA always has a function or a discipline that you can relate to. Although this may seem to be an overstatement, there are certainly many valid reasons to get an MBA and reasons why an MBA becomes a necessity for some people. Let's see if you need an MBA. I will ask you a few questions, just silently answer them in a yes or no. 1. Do you want to have a stable life with a lot of earnings? 2. Do you need a professional qualification for a rewarding career? 3. Do you want to make the world dance on your fingers? 4. Do you want the power to be free to do what you want? 5. Do you seek an intellectually challenging and interesting career? 6. Do you want to advance to the highest level in your field? 7. Do you want the power to change the world? If your answer to any of these questions is a resounding yes, then you need an MBA. An MBA is a 2-year-long academic course in which you are taught various areas of business such as finance, marketing, accounting, human resources, strategy and operations management to develop your holistic business sense. In terms of academics, an MBA can be of two types, general MBA and super specialized MBA. General MBA programs teach you all management subjects the first year to develop a business foundation, and in second year, you can take a few extra courses in one area to specialize in it. On the other hand, super specialized MBA programs may similarly develop a business foundation in first year and later focus on a super specialization. Example is postgraduate program in agribusiness management or PGPABM offered by IIM Ahmedabad, or may compromise on business foundation courses and spend an inordinate focus on just the super specialization. Example postgraduate diploma in manufacturing management or PGDMM offered by NITI Mumbai. There is no fine dividing line between general MBA programs and super specialized MBA programs, except that after general MBA programs, you still have the freedom to change your domain during your career, while a super specialized MBA program does not give you the freedom to change domains. So super specialized MBA programs are recommended only for those students who are passionate about a super specialized domain or for those whose academic background gives them an edge in a related domain, say a postgraduate diploma in manufacturing management, PGDMM, offered by National Institute of Industrial Engineering, NITI Mumbai, is specifically for first-class engineers. There are various options when you have to decide on an MBA program. If you are a high achiever, then look for quality of the MBA program, and only the top 25 business schools can offer that. For this you will have to work hard and get selected in the most competitive of business schools. Otherwise, compromise on quality of business school and select whatever is the best offered to you. If you are looking at duration, then normally an MBA program is for 2 years, though a 1-year MBA program is offered by ISB. If you are working and do not want to leave your job and still do an MBA program, then you do a part-time MBA program which may take 3 years. If you are looking at developing a holistic business perspective and rise to the level of CEO of the end companies, then doing a general MBA program is better than a super specialized MBA. Though if you want to develop a true global business perspective, then you will have to move out of India to a premier global business school such as IMD Switzerland, a Yale or a Stanford, etc. As different business school rankings use different set of parameters and differ in the weightage assigned to each parameter, the rankings create a lot of confusion for a student who is trying to zero in on a set of business schools to apply to. Moreover, ranking organizations have different agenda and motives. For example, magazines and newspapers normally end up giving higher ranking to business schools who have given them a lot of advertising revenue. Here we are not trying to rank schools, nor to place a certain school on a list of top schools and relegate another school to the list of also rans. There is another important, albeit highly unofficial ranking that provided by word of mouth and received wisdom. Whereas some people would refer to the specific rankings of a school in one or another guide, others would take into account the traditional ranking of a school, which often amounts to a combination of the fame of the parent university of the business school, the ranking of the business school in the past, and the fame of the school in the local area. Instead of getting into the subjective debate on ranking all top Indian business schools, we have put them into clusters 1, 2, and 3, where cluster 1 is better than cluster 2 and so on. Cluster 1 has 11 business schools. Starting with the IIM. A, B, C, L, I and K, followed by MDI Gurgaon, SP Jain, NITI, FMS and Narsi Manji. You can pause the video at this stage if you want to note down something. Cluster 2 has 14 business schools. You can pause the video at this stage if you want to note down something. Cluster 3 has 39 business schools. You can pause the video at this stage if you want to note down something. Now, if you are a high achiever, then you will have to choose between 7 exams. Depending on your priorities, You will take some or all of these 7 exams. The exams are IIM-CAT, ZET, SNAP, IBSAT, IRMA, NMAT, and IIFT exams. These exams start in the month of August and stretch over the next 3 months. You can pause the video at this stage if you want to note down something. To do an MBA program, you need 4 things. The qualifications needed are a graduate degree with at least 50% marks. You should have crossed 21 years of age. But schools can have their own specific qualification needs, so please refer to the website of the business school before you proceed ahead. Though, the minimum qualification needed to do an MBA is a graduation in any discipline. It is still advised that picking up a work experience of 2 to 3 years after your graduation will help you benefit from an MBA program better. Doing an MBA after picking up work experience will help you understand your MBA courses better, and this will result in steeper growth in your career. As we talked about in an earlier part, there are 7 national level exams that you need to give so that you can choose the best options when you get a great score in them. You need to have the money to pay for your MBA program, which can range from 4 to 15 lakh in tuition fee and a corresponding living charge for 2 years, depending on the MBA program you join. Last but not the least, a lot of motivation is required to do the hard work required to prepare and get selected in the best business schools. Once you get selected, the MBA program is very demanding, but you will get used to working hard when you see your peers working harder and excelling. If you want more specific information about IIM-CAT and its role in the admissions process for MBA in the IIMs, then you can check official IIM-CAT website www.iimcat.ac.in, or check our official website www.ivyleague.us.com. You can also watch more video sessions on our YouTube channel, or you can simply mail us your specific query at mail@ivyleague.us.com. We will be happy to reply any specific questions you have. If you still have a few doubts about what to do next, then we can help you. You can get a lot of information from our website www.ivyleague.us.com. You can also address your queries to us. We would like to know you more, so that we can give you more informed and customized advice, so we will need 4 inputs from you. 1. Your detailed resume. 2. List of any business schools and programs that you are interested in. 3. Your present performance on the IIM-CAT, so we will subject you to a simulated or mock IIM-CAT. Even if you have taken the IIM-CAT before, we will subject you to a simulated or mock IIM-CAT and give you a detailed report on your present status, called as the IIM-CAT Test Performance Analysis. This helps in giving a realistic idea about the level of hard work needed and timelines to be maintained during preparation. 4. We will subject you to a psychometric test called as All About You. It has 5 subjective questions on which the business school interview questions are also based. Based on your responses to the exercise, we will give you a detailed report on your candidature to business schools termed as Initial Profile Assessment. This initial profile assessment is prepared by domain experts and comments upon how the interview panel will perceive your current profile and what changes in your profile can increase your chances of being selected by a good business school. After receiving your 4 inputs, senior members of our academic team and admissions team will resolve any doubts you have and discuss how we can help you. Please mail us your academic and professional details by attaching an updated resume at mail@ivyleague.us.com. Thanks for watching this session and your interest in steps towards joining the Ivy League.